Hey real estate agent, today we wanted to talk about psychology of the color in your branding and how to choose that color to evoke right emotion and convey your brand message.
Now people don't realize it, but 90% of us have snap judgment based on products, based on immediately what you see. So your branding is something, it's not just aesthetics, it's going to bring out emotion. And that emotion is something that's going to be the feelings people get when they look at it. Do they actually take a second look? Are they actually digging a little deeper, or they're just ignoring? So choosing the right colors and the right branding is really, really powerful. So I really wanted to dig deeper into color today.
Exactly. Therefore, the first thing that every color has the emotion that comes with it, the emotion and feeling that associated that people tend to universally have toward a certain type of colors. And now we wanted to talk about these colors a little bit in depth to see what is they bring generally in emotion and correlate to that specific color.
Absolutely, after introduction. So let's hit it. Guys, Victoria, welcome to our channel and podcast.
And if this is your first time in our podcast and YouTube channel, make sure you subscribe and get notified.
Also, you call text all the time, 252-327-3357. We love talking to you. Don't be shy. Also, grab our buyer's guide and seller's guide in the description below. Let's talk about red, right? Because I'm wearing red, I'll go first. So red brings energy, it's passion, it's excitement, at least to the Western world. What about blue?
And then if you're looking at the blue actually signify trust, dependability, and strength.
Yellow, which my husband is wearing, is optimism, clarity, warmth.
And green is health, tranquility, and what else? Freshness.
Orange, my daughter's favorite color, friendliness, cheerfulness, confidence, and that really does sound like her personality.
And purple, that still I like, is creativity, imagination, and wisdom.
And wealth. Black, of course, is sophistication, luxury, and security.
And white is purity, cleanness, and simplicity.
Now, understanding emotions are triggered when we look at colors, so we have to pick the right colors that write the message. However, we also have to remember different cultures look at things differently. So white to the Western world, we talked about purity, peace. In Eastern culture, this is a death culture, whereas red is considered a color for a wedding, whereas in white is not here. So you can see cultural context do matter. So it depends on who your audience is too, so keep these into consideration. Now we're going to talk about positioning.
Exactly. Therefore, applying color in brand positioning also is very important because it's actually brand you in a certain market or niche that color can signal your brand's unique proposition. For example, the first thing we wanted to talk is value oriented. What is the value oriented?
If you're looking for value, browns and greens and give us a sense of stability and reliability. So you want to kind of look, if you're bringing value, those are great colors. What about eco-friendly?
And if you wanted to present yourself as an eco-friendly realtor, green actually often used to suggest environmental consciousness.
Now luxury is black and gold. You see it all the time. Sophistication, exclusivity is definitely there.
Exactly, and useful and fun is basically bright colors like orange, yellow can actually attract younger demographics to your business, your real estate business.
Now, understanding those colors with your branding message have to go together. So if you're in healthcare, blue is a great color because it's cleanliness, efficiency, max with your healthcare. Red and yellow is often like McDonald's. It's a fast food brand. Why? Because it's excitement and you're getting a sense of urgency all together, which means it's fast food. So you have to keep it simple. So many colors are going to dilute your branding message, so you want to stick to 2 to 3 colors.
Exactly, which brings us to actually the color consistency and customer recognition. And it's super important that you have this consistency and color in all of your branding touch points. Know that ensure that everywhere that you go, that specific client and customers recognize your brand and remember who you are as a real estate agent. And it's going to be in your website, it's going to be in your business card, it's going to be any product that you're packing, it's going to be consistent and coherent to all of your social media.
Now you also need to test your color choices. So it is essential that we make sure that we are resonating with the right audiences. So we're going to test it on social media. Social media is free. So if you're using a lot of purple and you want to be like purple, which is great. But if you're not bringing clients that match your brand and your emotions, emotions, that maybe we need to switch out that purple and we need to switch it out fast. So we need to look at our color choices, see how it's working, and seeing if that is something you want to continue with, and look at it mathematically, look at it logically. Who is that color? Who is coming to the table with those colors?
Exactly. The next thing that is super important is finalizing your palette and consideration for different media. Remember that the colors that you use, it could be different, showing themselves different in print or in the screens when people looking at their phone on your branding, like YouTube or other social media. And really you need to make sure that you look at variation in screen resolution and brightness that might affect how your color perceived by the audience or the customers that they wanted to connect with you.
And you also need to keep a record of these colors that are the final choices. So your RGB, I have those written down. I can be like 1, 2, 3, 4. I know my RPG colors by easy. So that's the way it's copy paste onto whatever platform I'm using. I'm saying these are my RPG. CMYK for printing is something you also need to know, and it can be a different color hue a little bit. So we need to make sure that we're picking ones that are similar, but that are going to give the right emotions, because you don't want to get something that you think is a beautiful blue, and then when you get to it's a Walmart blue when you actually get it. So you don't want to make sure that the CMYK actually kind of represents your RGB for the same color choice.
What is the final takeaway?
Color is not just about what you like. It's about your brand identity and what is bringing people into your world that you want. So it's part of a psychology. It can be cultural, but it really is helping us with our branding positioning. So it's going to make a visually compelling identity. So whenever you're posting something, it is something that makes sense.
Exactly.
So,
and then you can connect with that kind of demographics.
Absolutely. So we love talking about all the wonderful things in branding and everything else, and we really do have a master course with Agent Wolves that we love to go even deeper into things, but color is such a good choice and something people don't consider enough when they're talking about marketing.
And don't forget to go to our agentwolfpearl.com and also see all of the free materials that we put for you as a successful real estate agent, and connect with us. We love to see you and watch all of our playlists and the master course that is coming, and see you next time.